Hey viewers, TheOneTrueRenairen, we're back playing King's Quest.
And he's talked to the old man.
So, I need to get off this island.
Yes, and you've learned that the princess is probably not totally cool with marrying Jafar Jr. over there.
Yeah, like Abu al-Hazard, who was, you know, I gotta think that's a reference to... Alright, I gotta use door. Okay.
So, we need to get a magic map, and we don't have a lot to our name.
Good day.
This guy's so, like, friendly.
For no apparent reason, Alexander's flesh.
Yeah.
The
Poke.
pawn shop owner doesn't look like a man to be tussled with. The curiosities business is just dangerous enough to require one to develop one's boxing skills.
That's random.
Ye old curiosity shop is apparently pretty hardcore. There's stuff on the table here, too.
There is, yes.
Alexander takes a mint. Alexander already has a mint.
Looked at it
He'd
first.
prefer to leave some for the other customers. An elegant little glass dish decorates the countertop. The dish is full of green mints offered for the enjoyment of the customer. Alexander takes a closer look at the items on the counter.
Have you an interest in tinder boxes? This one is only slightly battered. It holds a good supply of flint, a sturdy striking pad, and even a candle in case you find yourself with naught else to hold the flame.
Actually seems quite useful.
Ah, yes, the painter's brush. It was well used by one of the island's best painters. There's a lot of creativity in that brush, and its bristles are still in good condition.
A magic map lies on the pawn shop's counter.
The flute is only made of plain wood, but its notes are fine and true.
Too bad I'm not a bard.
I see you have noticed my mechanical Nightingale. She is made of plain tin, but she sings the sweetest song you can imagine, barely distinguishable from the real thing.
A mechanical Nightingale? Poke.
I'm interested in that mechanical nightingale on the counter.
What do you desire to give me in trade? The items on the front counter are all of equally slight value, worth only a copper or two. They are handy items nonetheless.
A copper? Well, shit, I have a gold piece.
I think it's actually a copper piece, but yeah, you have a coin.
Alexander is carrying a copper coin of Devonry.
There you go.
King Graham graces the front of the coin.
Oh, you didn't actually select it.
Oh. Okay.
So, you can just give it to the shopkeeper.
Spoilers.
I have this copper coin. Will it serve in exchange for the map?
An interesting enough piece, but it is not nearly valuable enough to trade for this map. In fact, I would say it is about the worth of our own copper. The only items in the store that I could let go for the price of a single copper are the 4 simple items I normally display on the front counter.
Well, if I can't have the map, then I suppose one of the counter items will do.
As you wish.
Alexander looks closely at the items on the counter near the map to make his selection.
Oh, how is this not a classic trap? It's a Sierra game.
Okay, I'll just tell you this to put you out of your misery.
Before you say anything else, I would take the Nightingale because it seems like the most ridiculous thing in here.
Okay, you're going to need them all. You just trade them. So you can bring the Nightingale back and trade for the paintbrush, but you don't know what you need right now.
Okay.
So you can pick one. Like, take the Nightingale.
That mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
Very well. Your coin is well spent. Remember, this is a pawn shop. I am always willing to take back my own goods in trade.
See?
I'll remember. Thank you.
So it doesn't dick you as bad as you think. Now, there are a couple points in this game where if you have the wrong item, it will dick you. That's the mint.
Oh. Well, I'll probably have to use this to get my map.
Would you be willing to take my family ring in exchange for the magic map?
Daventry, are you a king then?
No. That's my father, King Graham. I'm just Alexander.
Well, Prince Alex, she is a beautiful ring. Are you sure you can part with such a unique family heirloom?
The ring does mean a lot to me. I didn't always have a family, you know. Still, it is only gold. There are more important things at stake now.
Then you now own a magic map, Prince Alex. I will keep your ring out of sight for a few days. If you find anything else of great value in your travels, you can come back for your ring. I would hate to see it melted down for gold. Ah, and a warning about the map. It will only operate when you are out in the open and within sight of the sea. The limitation has something to do with the teleport spell ingredients. You might try the beach.
Thank you. You are very kind. And I'll remember about the map.
Uh-oh.
Suddenly, the old man in the concealing cloak sneaks past Alexander, and with a sneaky dart of his hand, steals a mint from the candy jar. The old man stuffs the mint into his mouth and wobbles unsteadily out of the pawn shop.
Master! I followed Prince Alexander as you wished. From the pawn shop owner, he just abstained, just reprieved. He just got a magic map.
You fool! You've been eating those mints again. I ordered you to stop that.
Yes, Master.
Now, what is this about a magic map?
With the map, Prince Alexander could travel anywhere as quickly as I can.
I thought I took care of the only means of travel. By my scimitar, I can't have him stirring things up now. Get a hold of yourself and listen carefully, Shamir. Go to the other islands and tell them...
So, in the giant, massive guide of flavor text that came with this, genies all have a weakness, and everyone's is different, but it makes them drunk, and they can't resist it. And this is, like, freely available if you just read the guidebook.
The pawn shop owner is a mysterious fellow. His face is old and inscrutable, and there's a glint of sheer iron in his gaze. Still, Alexander senses this is someone he can trust.
But I showed you the guide and how ginormous it was.
Well,
but
compared to the other ones, yeah.
Well, and it has a lot of flavor text in it like that. Like, it tells you all about genies in it and how they work in this world. You get infinite wishes.
Okay.
Now, what can I do for you?
Was he here before?
Nope.
An odd-looking man is reading in the stuffed chair. He wears a vest, balloon-style pants, and pointed shoes. There's something deliberately silly about the man, as though he were a performer of some sort.
Chuckles? Is that you?
Oh, fuck Chuckles.
A small fire burns in the fireplace,
Well, we just got
despite the
demonetized.
warmth of the day outside.
Oh, well.
Perhaps the bookshop owner
we were
simply finds it
monetized.
comforting.
It's a nice thought. Actually, I haven't looked at him yet.
The bookshop owner is a thin, middle-aged man. His intelligent eyes are slightly blurry from long nights spent reading by candlelight.
That's a lie.
That would make his eyes blurry.
There's a small table near the door that bears a sign. The sign has undergone a number of changes. It once read 10 pence, but that was crossed out and replaced with 5 pence, then 1 pence, then free. The sign currently reads, "Take one, please." The table is now empty.
Oh, that was the book I grabbed.
That was the
right?
boring book, yeah.
All right, Chuckles, what you got for me?
It's Jolo.
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
I told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
That's not what you said before. You said you weren't interested in idle conversation. I'm gonna keep bothering you now.
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
You're
I
missing
told you I'm not
something
interested in talking to strangers.
that tells him who you are.
So do I have to go back and trade the map to the guy to get the ring back?
You can't. You need something else to get your ring back.
So I have to go get that, get the ring back, and then talk to this guy?
Yes.
So if I just come in here first with the ring, I could have, or...
He might not have been here.
Ah.
This is sort of a go explore.
No, I just want to go and win.
That's not how these games work at all. Although, actually, there are some games that if you know exactly how to win them, like Myst, I think the speedrun for the original Myst is like 45 seconds or something like that. I would also like to point out something's different here.
Oh, there's a bird. Oh, I got a bird now. I'm gonna save, though, because this is such an obvious thing. The game is clearly trying to screw me.
You're just gonna doubt this whole game?
Yes.
Okay.
A nightingale perches on a high branch of the tree. She sings the most beautiful song Alexander has ever heard.
Okay. Then I guess we do this, and we do this, and we do this, and we do that.
Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground. The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad.
It's a Sierra game. I'm not sorry.
You haven't fucked yourself yet.
The nightingale sings her crystalline song in the boughs of the old tree. The nightingale looks at Alexander curiously, as though waiting for something.
Do you want to mint?
You really need to go exploring.
So wait, I can't do anything. That's as far as I can go with this right now?
Right now, yeah. You don't know what that nightingale is yet. Like, why it's there.
It's the princess.
No. But good guess.
Speed it up, Alexander. Actually, isn't there a speed option in this game?
Yeah, there is. Pretty sure there is. You can nudge it up a little bit. You don't want it really high, though, because there's some things that depend on the speed of the game, and it makes it really hard to react to. Just hit play.
Can't I just then turn it down?
Yeah, you can, but when those things come up, you'll just die.
That's better. Alrighty. Let's try this magical map. Whoopah.
There's no reason to bury that in the sand.
You want to use it.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
You don't want the beach to use it. You want to use it. Alright. So you are on the Isle of the Crown. There's the Isle of Wonder, the Isle of the Sacred Mountain, and the Isle of the Beast.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
He's been spaghettified. What?
I would save here. It's a Sierra game. Save before you do anything here.
No, I'm too busy being pissed off at what is clearly a clamshell bed to the left.
Yeah, it's a bed of clams. I told you you'd hate the Isle of Wonder.
Alright, if I try and click on that, I'll probably just die. So, you know what?
Do you even know what it is?
No.
Alexander wades into the sea to get the strange object in the water.
I mean, do you even want it? What if it's a tapeworm?
Ocean currents tug at Alexander's legs. That object is just a bit out of reach.
Fine.
Not that the music is trying to warn you or anything.
One of the oysters is sitting up in bed and doesn't look very happy. He seems to be the only one who can't sleep. In the oyster's mouth, Alexander can see a glint of white.
Hey, I've got this terribly boring book you might want to read.
You should talk to him first, though.
But a solution.
But
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
What's wrong with your mouth?
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
Alexander can't see any way to hold a conversation with that.
so the balloon is sensitive at the actual like talking, like the little point of the bubble.
What's wrong with your mouth?
Okay.
No offense, but it hurts too much to talk.
Also, look where the thing is.
Alexander doesn't want to taste the salty seawater. Alexander picks up the object floating in the water. It appears to be a string of letters. They say, "Where are you going?" Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence, even though it is incomplete.
An incomplete sentence?
Yep. You can look at it in your inventory if you want.
Gonna save first, in case
Okay.
that kills me. I will doubt every letter in this alphabet.
It's fine. Go ahead. Doubt all you want.
Okay, let's have a look at this.
Alexander is carrying, oddly enough, a sentence. It says, "Where are you going?" Alexander is carrying,
Oh,
oddly
okay.
enough, a sentence. It says, "Where are you going?"
Man, if only I knew. Meow.
Alexander hears someone coming.
Ah, I love these guys.
5 fierce guards of the isle we be. Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands, and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies. Old Tantro, smell your smell. Do that which you do so well.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
You're just like, nope.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Like, they literally just threatened me with death. Why am I hanging around for this?
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's kind of why I told you to save.
So obviously, I've got the Nightingale to fool the guy with ears. The Mint maybe will take care of the guy with the tongue. Because it's the 5 senses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sight's going to be tougher, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And smell... Yeah, I don't know.
Again, you've just started. You don't have
A
everything
little
yet.
fawn is feeding on a grassy hillock near the sea.
But you're certainly on the right track.
I love the beast, huh?
This heavily forested isle is dotted with rough granite rocks. Nearby, the stump of a fallen tree still spreads its roots to the sea.
I'm not going to retitle that. I feel like I handled that pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Meow.
They only spawn if you try to leave the first screen of that island.
Well, that's problematic.
Yes.
A pond lies across the path. The water boils as if over some magical flame. An old abandoned hunter's lamp is hanging on one of the trees. Alexander wonders who might have hunted in these dense woods. The forest is dotted with clumps of wild mushrooms.
Well, I didn't see any other way across. My inventory is rather limited.
A lot of the first part of these games is figuring out where the puzzles are, so that when you find the correct thing, you'll know
Alexander
what you
pulls
need.
out his magic map.
And I have a feeling with this game, you've figured out the sense of humor, so you'll, like, as soon as you get
Alexander
these...
feels a strange pulling sensation.
But a lot of it has a bit of a humor to it.
Oh, okay.
There appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff. Alexander decides to get closer.
Oh boy. Ignorance kills, wisdom elevates.
Yup.
The granite cliffs cannot be scaled by hand. Alexander notices an unusually large coal-black feather lying on the beach. Alexander takes the feather.
What if I use that on the guy with the hands?
There's an ugly flower growing near the base of the cliff.
I have you so paranoid.
Yes. I'm not sorry.
No, it's just funny.
Alexander picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor.
Okay, so
For a
there's
moment,
smell.
he can smell nothing else.
So these are the logic cliffs. So this is also where you need the actual guide to do it. And this is your clue. Are you ready?
Okay.
The first challenge. Only those pure of heart will be able to rise the cliffs of logic.
That's my hint.
Look at the way it's written. It's right in there.
R-I-S-E.
Yep.
Okay.
So look at the puzzle again.
There appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff. Alexander decides to get closer.
Okay, so there's rise.
There you go.
Oh.
Huge blocks of stone erupt from the granite cliffs.
That's actually a lot less intimidating than I thought it would be. But there's two E's. Is it 50-50?
Well, no, you click one from
Alexander
each one.
stares with wonder. That's quite a way to welcome a guest, if indeed it is a welcome.
So, every time you reach a new screen in this save, because this is kind of finicky, but you have to climb these now.
Like, click each one?
Yeah, with the walk icon.
What?
Yeah, no, it's tedious. And if you misclick, you die.
So they put a jumping puzzle in King's Quest.
Yeah, sorta.
I approve of the music. I mean, it can't be that... Oh.
Yeah, this is... I knew this one was gonna be kind of a pain.
There we go, we got a new one.
The T-Nut to die, okay. I don't know which one this is.
I mean, Alexander's ballsy as hell.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be like, no, I'll just stay on the Isle of the Crown. We're good.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
A master of languages will blank.
Okay, just a sec.
So it has to be rise again, right? Oh, what's the second hint?
So it skips in the book. It says the first one is the rise, and then the third is the stones of self, and then the fifth. So this one is a little different. It's going to be found in their alphabet.
So just so you, since you can't see this, viewers, we're looking through the guide that we pull up here on our handy devices.
Yeah. Okay, the logic cliffs. Oh man, catacombs.
That's number 7. So is not just rise again?
I mean, you can try.
Yeah. So just give me what. Give
So
me
the R looks like a shopping cart with a box on it. Actually, no, sorry, it looks like a bird. When I actually look on here, it looks like a bird. On my phone, it looks like a shopping cart.
Okay.
That one.
Okay.
And then a little beaker-looking thing.
That thing?
No.
That thing.
That thing, yeah.
Okay.
And then S is a side, like a diagonal man. Yep.
Can't believe I'm just finding this. Diagonal man. Got it.
And E looks like a little sock. No. A little stocking right there.
This thing?
Yeah. If it's rise.
Nope.
Okay, we're probably doomed. So click off of it.
Nothing happens.
Oh, it didn't actually drop you. I'm kind of amazed. Okay, just let me do a quick scan through here. Soar. It's soar. Sorry. Found it. It was not actually a hint. It was buried deep within the flavor text.
It's okay. You guys see the most amazing getting down animation on these steps that ever was.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
Okay, so S is sideways or diagonal man. And then O is a weird face that, yeah, that one. A is a box with something inside. No, you were just over it. Go down. Yeah, that one.
That's a fox?
I said a box.
Okay.
And then R is the bird thing again. The one that, yeah.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Hold on, buddy. Technically,
Dude,
you're still on the beach. You can get out of here.
What would you hold on to, though? Like, there's nothing to hold on to. And, like, I don't know how wide, or I guess deep, those steps are. They don't look that deep, though.
No. I guess that's it. Yeah. Doom doom.
And you only have to do this absolutely every time you come up here.
Whoa, wait a minute.
What was that about?
He almost fell.
Why would you have to do this every time?
I'm kidding. Once you're up there, it shortcuts it.
But there's another one.
There's 5 of them, I believe.
Oh my... But you can solve them all because you have the text. So this is the first, like, big puzzle.
I guess you could say this is maybe like DR... or... Is it DRM?
Yeah, you can't play the game without the manual.
Yeah. Okay, so the
Alexander
puzzle...
examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
This is called the Stones of Stealth. They are associated with this riddle. 4 men standing in a row. Third from the left, and down you go. The rest in order move you on. The youngest, the oldest, and the second son.
So third from the left, so that one is going to kill me.
Is that third from the left?
No, third from the right, yeah. 1, 2, so yeah, so that don't hit that one.
Okay, and then youngest, oldest, and second son.
Youngest, oldest, second son. I would think. Nope.
Click out.
Nothing happens.
Which direction do you read?
Alexander examines the
Left,
strange
right?
etchings in the face
So
of the
which
cliff.
one would be the oldest? Well, if you read the whole line.
Oh, okay.
So youngest, oldest, then second son.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as
It's all that
more steps
years of reading
emerge from the
manga.
granite cliffs.
Yeah, okay. I actually thought it was going to drop you.
Might have got it wrong.
But I guess it's only if you hit the third one.
This is number 3.
Yeah. I don't know what 4 is. I don't have a riddle for it, so we'll just have to see what it is, and I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, at this point, the fall would definitely kill him.
Oh god, yeah.
Whoa, wait a minute.
You are up there.
Well, as long as he's not in Sweden. No one's gonna get that.
What? I don't get that.
Cliffs. Sweden.
Oh.
Now you get it.
That's not a good reference, though.
No, it's not. If you guys, anyone watching this likes psychological, suspenseful horror, and doesn't mind male frontal nudity, Midsummer. It's a good movie.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
Sacred 4. Okay.
Don't worry, I'm saving right. I can't save. I can't save. Oh my god.
Nothing happens.
Okay, good. Now I can save.
Oh, I found it. Tranquility, Azure, Caterpillar, and Air. Okay, so now what we have to do is their language represents things. So what did I say
Alexander
first?
examines the
Tranquility.
strange etchings in the face of the
Tranquility.
cliff.
Harmony. Okay, it's the castle-looking one.
Okay.
Azure.
Blue.
No, blue is actually a distinct color in this.
Oh, of course it is. Of course it is, Sierra.
Azure. It's that funny, weird face again.
Okay.
Yep. And then the caterpillar.
That better be the caterpillar. What I'm pointing at right now, or I'll be sad.
Just give me a minute.
I mean, it looks like a
Caterpillar. Which one did you pick?
This one.
Yep, you were right,
Yeah.
actually. And the element air.
I am an ancient linguist of unparalleled skill.
Okay, which one do you think is air?
I'm gonna guess this one.
Okay.
With like the 3 little lines, like moving. This one here.
Nope, you are incorrect, sir. It
All right.
is... Okay, so I can't even find it. It's like a squiggle with a dot. That one.
Yeah.
Dot
Okay.
squiggle.
I would have thought that was Pong.
The stone beneath Alexander's
Snake.
feet trembles
Like
as
the game-
more
the old
steps
game Snake.
emerge from the
Yes.
granite cliffs.
All right. You know, if that genie was actually trying to follow me or do bad things to me, this would be the perfect opportunity. Like a strong breeze, and that would be the
Whoa,
game.
wait a minute.
It's not really how they work, though. Oh, this one's gonna be really tough to figure out.
You
are
sound
you-
sarcastic.
It's gonna be so tough.
Very sarcastic.
Like the toughest of tough.
So does he just like, randomly stumble just to mess with Wes?
Mess with you? Yes. Yeah, if you just leave him, he'll continue to do that like weird little shimmy dance. Okay, last puzzle.
Oh boy.
I think it's the last one anyway. It's a good thing Alexander read up on the Green Isles before he came out here.
Even though he had no idea. Your knowledge of the land shall be great.
Okay, ready? The 5th challenge. Only those of the highest order may ascend the cliffs of logic.
Oh.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet
You
trembles
did it.
as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
Now watch me fall and die.
I figure this must make a lot of noise. Like, whoever is at the top is like, what is going on?
Well, I mean, it's, you know you have visitors.
It's true. So what kind of people do you think live here?
Whoa, wait a minute.
Riddle masters?
You're not wrong.
Or people that can fly. Ah, fairies.
That's a good guess.
They look evil.
Alexander finds himself, finally, at the top of the cliffs. Exhausted, he steps over the lip of the plateau and stands.
I just skipped whatever.
You could have it too, if you'd only eat a berry from this magical flying nightshade bush. See? The sweet berries will make you float like a petal on the wind. Try some.
Yeah, seems totally legit.
Yep, completely
The
legit.
old woman has a pleasant, grandmotherly face, but something about her makes Alexander uneasy.
Could it be the malicious attempt to poison you?
Maybe. I mean, nightshade's totally legit, right? I mean, to be fair, tomatoes are part of the nightshade family.
I don't know. I have a good feeling about this.
You got a good feeling? Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
If I could just click correctly.
All right. I'll try some of your berries.
Wow, it's like, I'll try some of your berries.
Berries.
Oh, goody. Eat quickly, dear boy, and I'll show you the way to the Lord and Lady of this isle.
What?
Instant death berries.
Slightly bitter, pretty one.
I am shocked and appalled.
Tickets. Oh. Next.
You just get this look on your face every
And
time
then
that
there's some
screen
land
comes
I
on.
have for sale in the death bogs of Tamir.
Are you suggesting that I got taken for a ride?
You got... yeah.
Come, stranger.
Good, thanks.
The huge doors are locked tight. Somebody obviously wants to keep something out, or something in. Huge doors are set into the solid rock of the mountain. Black berries grow only at the top of the bush, as though straining towards the sun.
Bye.
All right then, stay tied to the ground like a load of lead. See if I care. You human.
How odd. The old woman just disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Perhaps those berries are even more powerful than she led Alexander to believe.
When you put it that way.
No. Bad Ren, no donut. Like how you're like 6
Look, an intruder.
Oh.
Hold! How did you get up here, human?
I climbed the cliffs.
That is not possible. No one has solved the cliffs of logic in several centuries. And if the cliffs were to be solved, it would certainly not be by a human.
I mean, they were really tough puzzles.
I didn't mean to trespass. I only wanted to visit this beautiful island.
No visitors have been welcome on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain in years. Not since the Red and White Queens had spies in the guise of friendly visitors steal our island's sacred golden fleece. But we will not display such foolish trust again. You will have to answer to Lord Azure and Lady Ariel. They will determine what will be done with you. I can assure you, it will not be pleasant.
Thank you for the exposition, by the way.
Mint? Bye.
They just drop you. I like how it's Grecian.
With what trickery did you master the cliffs of logic and reach the city of the winged ones?
Only the magic of clear thought, my lord. I meant no harm.
The cliffs of logic. It is the sacred oracle's prophecy, Azure.
Yes, Ariel. It is lucky for you, human, that climbing the cliffs of logic is part of a prophecy that I cannot ignore. We have just been ordered by Wazir Al-Hazred himself to dispose of any strangers that might land on our fair isle. But the prophecy would have a different fate befall you.
The prophecy predicts that whosoever climbs the cliffs of logic will defeat the Minotaur. The Minotaur has violated our sacred catacombs and eats our young in sacrifice. Our own daughter, Lady Celeste, was taken there only this morning as his most recently demanded offering.
A dilemma, then. Whom shall I obey in regards to your fate? The Oracle or the Crown? But since Al-Hazred did not dictate how I was to dispose of intruders, and since you cannot possibly survive the catacombs, your imprisonment there should serve both purposes quite admirably.
I will not resist you in this, my lord. I shall do my best to save your daughter.
First, I must tell you that the catacombs are a labyrinth of rooms, a place of exceeding danger. You will need many tools and clear wits to survive it.
Azure, he must be allowed time to prepare for the task, if only in the slight chance that he could actually save our Celeste.
Oh, very well. Intruder, my guards will take you to the beach. Prophesied hero or spy, any soldier must be granted time to prepare for battle. Be warned, if you have the courage to actually return to the Isle of the Sacred Mountain and face your destiny, my guards will have orders to take you to the catacombs on sight.
I understand, Lord Azure.
If by some miracle you succeed, human, the prophecy grants you a visit with the sacred oracle. Her powers are mighty, her vision all-seeing. Many of our own citizens would be willing to risk certain death in the catacombs for a chance at a meeting with the oracle. May that thought give you the courage to return.
Oh, I will return, Lady Ariel. You have my word.
Yeah.
I kind of like that she's like, no, don't just throw him in there. Like, if he's gonna go get our daughter, let him get some shit together first.
Yeah, I mean, he seems willing to listen to her. Bye.
Flippy flap.
Okay, so let's see what I've got in my inventory now. So I've got a feather for touch, smell, sound, taste, but sight I still have a problem with.
Now,
I've been to all the islands now.
Yes, and one of the important things to understand about these kind of games is sometimes when you do something important, other things change. So I would make a suggestion to go back to a place that you have already been.
Yeah, I'm going to check the island with Jafar Jr.
I would also make a suggestion that you did leave some stuff unfinished, but...
There's no reason to use that.
Use it
there.
on Alexander.
I know.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Well, let's actually out the beast. 'Cause that's
Alexander
one I
feels a
couldn't get anywhere
strange
on.
pulling sensation.
So what was the puzzle on the Isle of the Beast?
Boiling hot water.
Do you have anything to deal with boiling hot water?
I have a feather.
Do you think a feather will work?
I don't know. It's a Sierra game.
I mean, yeah, okay, but there is an internal logic.
Alexander is standing at the
Is
edge
there?
of the sea on
Is
a
there
heavily
really?
forested island.
Actually, yeah,
As
in this
far
game...
as the eyes can see,
Yeah.
tall trees spread out their branches as though straining to link arms, their tops forming a canopy above. A path leads north through the forest.
Alright, well, let's see if anything changed over there. Probably not, but... Rabbit.
Alexander would look pretty silly diving for that rabbit. There's no way he could catch it with his hands. To get to the lamp, Alexander must first cross the pond.
Okay, that's the other side. Yeah, so that's not going to work. Okay, well, since that's an obvious way of death, we're going to have to click the left mouse button to die. Ha!
Alexander decides to brave the boiling pond. And soon realizes a deep sympathy for soup vegetables as he learns the true meaning of being in a stew.
Hey-oh!
The narrator is not on your side.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could just climb around it.
Yeah, but...
Alright, what do we got here?
It looks like Alexander's in a bit of a stew.
You already used that one. If I'm gonna die, at least entertain me twice. Okay, so that didn't pan out, so we're gonna bury this in the sand.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Okay.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Whoa.
So, just the guards only appear if you try and leave the first screen.
Yep, I'm gonna try and hit that climb with the book. So I need to go to my inventory, and then go boring book. Try that.
If you're having trouble sleeping, perhaps you'd like me to read to you.
Hey, that would be great!
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the
Oh, when she yawns. Ha!
Alexander makes a grab for the pearl.
Hey! You fixed my mouth! It feels great!
Ah, the little oyster drifts into peaceful slumber with the rest of his oyster friends.
2 pro. Okay, now let's see what it says about that pearl.
The flawless pearl is the largest Alexander's ever seen.
I could probably do that for my ring. Not if I use a sleepy book on myself and I'll just fall asleep on the beach and die.
No, that's the book.
I really want to read the book, okay?
Apparently.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Meow. I'm back, fools.
It's kind of interesting, like, how much of this game I remember, but I've kind of, like, forgotten the order that stuff needs to happen in. And I'm like, oh yeah, you need to do that before you do.
That was important.
Right?
One man's
Alexander
trash.
sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Magic exploding gum wrappers, a shattered crystal ball, a cracked wand, a fake thumb. Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy.
Fill it with soup. Or a red potion.
It's true.
Wait. It's invisible ink.
What? What makes you think that?
Because it's a bottle that's empty, but it's labeled ink. And again, it's stupid logic. It's not stupid logic, it's a stretch, but it fits the game.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
I have some news for you, pal. Check out this baby.
I found this large pearl. Might it be valuable enough to ransom back my family ring?
I have never seen such a perfect pearl. Certainly you can have your ring back.
You got
Oh,
bamboozled.
I'm glad you didn't sell it. I'm a bit attached to it, I'm afraid.
I mean,
Of course you are. You would be cold-hearted if you felt any differently. I am happy to see a family heirloom back with its rightful owner.
you got bamboozled by sentimentality.
Oh yeah, I should have taken that and everything on the counter.
The counter feels as smooth as stone. The pawn shop's counter is made of a sturdy teak. The wood is well worn.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I want to take a thingy.
Which one do you want?
The counter feels...
Stop. Have to talk to
So,
you.
why...
How fare you, good merchant?
Thankfully, I fare better than my business. My shop is as silent as the moon these days.
I want to have a look and see what else he has there in case something there would work. No, the Nightingale I'm going to need anyhow for the doors, so... Or the gnomes are there, so what have I got now? Nope.
Play.
Right. Play. Alright. If that's invisible ink, would it make me invisible? So we have sight, sound, touch, smell, hearing. That's
No,
five.
you already did hearing. It's the Nightingale is the hearing.
Oh, hearing. Oh, crap. Alright, so... Sight, I turn invisible. Smell. Hearing.
This is painful.
Taste. Touch? It's all five, right? What, now you're not going to help me?
Well, okay, are you asking if you have all 5 items?
Yes.
The answer is no.
Okay. Then I gotta take and show the ring to this guy. Who is now gone.
Hello.
Mother!
I will be right up.
Oh well.
Now, what can I do for you?
Tell me about the dude that was here.
How fare you, merchant?
I have been reading too much love poetry lately. It is rather depressing to an old bachelor like me.
Then don't read it.
Yeah.
Alexander rests his feet for a moment. Alexander picks up and leafs idly through a book called The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages. Well, that was refreshing.
That explains why he was reading that book. Okay, let's check the fairy dude. Pretty sure I do not want to go back to the castle. Oh, right.
There's a young girl in the yard. The girl is dressed in a long, plain orange robe with a thick headdress. From the appearance of her clothes, and from a skittish, fearful look about her, Alexander gets the strong impression that she is a servant, or even worse, a slave.
Ugh.
Looking at the serving girl reminds Alexander of the years he spent as a slave under the evil wizard Mananan. He wishes there were some way he could help her. She looks very shy and nervous as she tends her roses.
Are you out here again? Have you finished the chores I gave you? Yes, stepmother. The house and the stables are clean. Then start polishing the silverware! Do I have to tell you everything? Yes, stepmother. Right away.
Yes, you do have to tell me everything.
Don't get lippy with me, girl. Just go!
You're not... Okay.
Just keep hammering, pal.
Oh, it's you. Come on in.
He likes you now. You listen to all of his old tales.
How goes it, Alexander?
I don't think there's anything that's gonna kill you in here.
I'm gonna try and take that thing on the desk.
I see you have a rabbit's foot. Has it brought you much luck?
As you can see, my luck's been out for some time now, despite that old charm. Why don't you take it with you? Perhaps giving the darn thing away will bring me good fortune at last.
Perhaps it will at that. Thank you.
Man, you're just like the best, dude. Anything else to say to me?
What else can you tell me about the land?
Why is he the best?
The Isle of the Beast is pretty, but unfortunately, you can't get very far onto the island.
And now you know why.
He's just the best.
Well,
'Cause he
thanks
just
again for your hospitality.
Gave you a bunch
You're
of
always welcome, Alexander.
advice.
Come back anytime.
and a rabbit's foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. We had a bit of a rough start, he and I.
Yeah, he was a bit grumpy until he found out that you were friends with the book owner, or bookstore owner. And then he was all like,
Alexander doesn't want to intrude on private
cool,
property
man.
unless he's been invited.
Okay, so that's not gonna happen. I think I'm gonna take a break now and let this all percolate.
okay.
So yeah, this has been King's Quest 6. Do you like clicking on rocks? We
There's
like
a lot
rocks.
of rock clicking.
We like rocks.
He's doing pretty well though, right guys? Right?
Well, yeah, I can see why you need that manual though. It's literally impossible without it.
It is, yeah. But a lot of these games did have those kind of, like, DRM, although this one's just a little more disguised.
Alright, well thanks for watching and we'll see you next time on